Hey guys, today is not gonna be a video of, like, happiness or embarrassment because I'm making a video and I have my face in it, or it's not gonna be about my son or anything like that. I mean, he might be mentioned, I don't know. It's real life time. By the way, this is the result of me braiding my hair. And now it's ugly, but it's fine. Heart's weighing heavy today because I got information of basically more trash talk. And I can handle trash talk, it's whatever. I really don't care. But recently me and Michael went through court case over his ex trying to get our dogs. Mocha was given to me by his ex's little brother because he realized that he couldn't take care of her like he needed to. He couldn't afford the food, he was moving around at the time, so he realized being here at the house that she grew up in, and just we could afford the food and we could watch her, we could take care of her, he gave her to me. And plus, me and her got a bond. So, and Saber, the big boxer, has been Michael's ever since his dad got him for him. So, I mean, I wasn't there at the time, so. But because his ex was evicted from this house because she thought that she could just use this house as a go-to place if anything happened to her out in the world, she could basically come back and, oh, I'm sorry, Michael, blah, 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 and basically use this house as a place to rest her head until she finds something else out there, but leave her stuff here. You know, that kind of wasn't about to happen when I came here. So I pushed him into evicting. And then some stuff went down as far as, well, I guess that's where the whole why I have to go to anger management comes in. I'm also on probation. Back in February. Oh no. We had a friend, and he would come over to the house like 3 weeks out of the month, and like we'd smoke, and he'd get high and eat up all the food and just all that kind of stuff. And then next morning, after staying here for a week and doing all that, he'd be gone. Just, okay, that's fine. And then I finally got tired of it, and I just messaged him, and I was like, hey, you say that you have food stamps, can you just buy some snacks so, we can have snacks for my son, Jeremiah? And then he said, sure, that's fine, come pick me up. Okay. And at the time, I'd smoked heavily as well. Not proud of that. But I noticed that he was stealing that from me as well. So I was like, and I noticed that you're stealing, weed from me as well. So can you spot me $10? That's it. I know you've stolen way more than that from me, but, $10, that'd be great. And we'll call it even. Yeah, sure. I go over to his house. His mom meets me at the door. And I was just, oh, hey, I'm here to pick up so-and-so. So, he said that he'd get some snacks for my son at the store with his food stamps. Oh, and $10 he said he would give me. And she got instantly rude, saying he doesn't have food stamps, I don't know why you're here, this and that. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just what he told me, my fault. So I went back home. And as soon as I stepped foot in my door, I get a message talking all kinds of crap about my son. I don't deserve him. I'm a horrible mother. I'm surprised he hasn't been taken away from you yet. Why is Michael still with you? All this kind of stuff. I see red. I'm a mother. Don't talk about my children. Just don't talk about my motherhood in general. It wasn't so much of the fact of Michael and me, because that's just kind of a whole different story. But you let the word Jeremiah slip out of your mouth. And not in a good way. So, I kind of took my happy ass back over there. I took a weapon, and no, I had no intentions of using it. I just kind of, I have a weapon, I look badass. When I went back over there, I simply was shouting, saying, come face me, basically. Face what you've done. And I was waving it. I was thinking of nobody else. Wasn't thinking that there was children. I wasn't thinking that I was just completely irate and just not doing the right thing. And he wouldn't come out, basically because he knew. His stepfather, who is way bigger than me, was standing there saying, you're not getting to him, you're not doing this. And I tried to explain, well, your stepson or whatever stepped way out of his boundaries. I left. I left the house completely calm. And then I got to my house. And y'all started, his girlfriend, actually. But I knew it was him who started it. Started talking about my son. How would y'all like that? And he was like, well, you're trying to hurt my son right now. And I didn't take that into consideration at all. I should have. And they live in a trailer park, and the trailer park manager came over and started bumping up on me, saying, you need to leave, you need to go, blah blah blah. Started pushing on me, and so I threw the weapon down. It was like a car jack bar thing. Threw that down, and me and her got into it. And next thing you know, cops got called. I went to jail. Got bonded out. Went to the court date. Lo and behold, Michael's ex was there. For what reason? She had nothing to do with it. It's the fact that it was out of spite. She saw an opening to where she could hurt Michael. And I guess she thought that I did something to her, so she could try and hurt me as well. I was fully prepared to go out there and say I'm guilty, which I did, and I am. I was. I shouldn't have acted the way I did. Nobody touched my son. Nobody hurt my son. I should have just left well enough alone. You know what? Talk your crap. But again, I'm a mother. It's instinct. I'm going to protect what's mine. So, in a way, I'm wrong. But in another way, I feel like it was needed. Train of thought just completely crashed. So the trailer park manager went up there and testified, saying that I pulled a chunk of her hair out. She was bald. Right here. She was balding. She said I pulled that out. And she was trying to grow out her hair for spiritual reasons. Jesus told her to. I know these people. They do drugs. So, and I don't think Jesus told her to, have a fight with me. And also his stepdad threw me. I don't think Jesus told them to do that. But again, I was also in the wrong, so if she ever sees this, I am sorry. and I was in the wrong. But because I opened my mouth and I got pissed off there, they gave me 10 days in jail, anger management, over $700 fine, probation for 12 months, and I have to pay probation $44 every month. That is my punishment for simply, honestly, defending my son's honor. And I got charged with a simple battery. But like I said, it's okay, because when I went to jail, I was completely outraged for the first 2 days, and I was asking God, like, why would you do this to me? Out of everybody in this world that's evil, such as his ex, that was there for no reason, and that was basically whispering in their ear of what to say. Like, I doubt that she was going to testify against me until Michael's ex got into the mix of it. Saying, oh no, if you go up there saying that it's for spiritual reasons, if you go up there and say this, that she was just completely crazy and this and that, because that's what they were saying, then I guarantee they'll put her in jail. I guarantee they'll just, make it completely horrible on her. God, why me instead of her? Why me instead of this person or that? Like, I was completely frustrated with God. Completely. Like, so bad that I was just completely about to give up on him. So, for about the second day, third day, finally I just paused. And something in me, snapped, I guess. On that dirty ass jail floor, I got down on my knees, face down on that floor, crying, and poured out my heart. God, there has to be a reason that I'm in here. There has got to be something in your mind planned for me, that you put me in here, or that I've landed in here for 10 days, away from my son, away from everything that I've known, away from Michael, because I know they need me. Jeremiah was okay. He was with his grandmother. His dad got to spend time with him, as far as I know. Michael, he's a big boy. He can take care of himself. And the house was okay, as far as I know. When I got out of jail, my car insurance was gone, so I couldn't drive my car for a few days. My food stamps was gone, because I couldn't renew them. But that didn't get me down. I told myself in jail, from now on, instead of getting angry like I did, I'm going to pray. I'm going to give my life back to God. I'm going to continue on with my faith. And each time I prayed and said, I'm just going to put this in your hands, God. I'm going to put this in your hands, Lord. I got my car insurance back, and it was cheaper. I got my food stamps back, and I got way more. And every time I considered it a blessing. And today, before I get to that, we had a court date with his ex because she was trying to get our dogs. For what reason, I don't know. She couldn't. She had her chance to get Mocha whenever she was evicted, because our landlord and the cops told her, you can choose whatever dogs that you want to take. She chose one that was not Mocha, and left. And can't get Saber because Saber is rightfully and legally Michael's. Ever since he was a puppy. His dad got Saber for him. His dad and his best friend drove to get Saber for him. So, when we went to the court date, it got dismissed. And that's another blessing right there. Prayer gets you places. I promise you that. This is just from my personal experience. And also, I told y'all I'd tell y'all why I had to take anger management classes. I don't think I mentioned that. I also have to take 8 hours worth of anger management. I was able to take it online, but that cost money. So I'm doing it in person. Horrible, actually. I don't like it. It's basically, why do you get angry? It's a natural reaction to stupid things. Oh, you shouldn't get angry. Thank you. That helps a lot. But today, we have another run-in with the ex because her little brother and her little brother's girlfriend chooses to come and hang out with us. No harm in that. But I guess she doesn't like that. So she posts on social media that, oh wow, where is family at this point? You know, y'all are gonna get y'all's karma. Ha ha ha. You know, family isn't shit, blah blah blah. I don't know exactly what she posted, but it's something like that. You know, this is why you've lost 2 sisters within 6 months. Why do that? That's ridiculous, right there. Like, leave well enough alone. And she's also calling us crackheads. I've quit smoking weed, not only because I'm on probation, but because I was addicted to it. It got to the point to where I would roll a blunt or a joint or whatever, and it was of the good stuff. And I was just like, wow, this isn't doing anything. And while I was smoking that, I would be rolling up another one. And I would have weed with me, but that wasn't good enough. I knew I was going to smoke that day, so I would be planning in my head how I'm going to get more, when I'm going to get more, how much is that going to cost. And when I didn't have it, it's like I was going through withdrawals. And it wasn't physical withdrawals, it was mental withdrawals. That would make me angry. And I would take it out on Michael. I would take it out on everybody around me. Because I didn't have it. And like I said, it's not because I'm on probation because of it. They don't drug test me. I mean, they can, but they haven't so far. But I don't want to. I don't want to go back to that. I'm fine. I don't take my anger out on Michael like I did. If I'm angry, it's because of a reason. It's not because, oh, sorry, babe, it must be because I haven't smoked today. Oh, it must be because I don't have weed. That's a poor excuse. So, and plus, I have seizures. I've always been afraid to try anything else. If I try meth, if I try heroin, crack, whatever, I'm afraid that it's going to get me high enough to where I go to sleep or whatever, and I do not wake up. Like the seizures that I have or had, 3 years clean, thank God, I could have seized and just stopped seizing and just not wake up. At one point in my life when I was little, I had a tumor forming in my head, but it went away. It was turned into like a little lesion in my brain. So no, I'm not trying anything else. Plus, I'm pregnant. You see these cheeks? I mean, I'm still skinny, but whatever. And my teeth? Yeah, they're fucked up. But it's not because of drugs. I don't know, I've always not really taken care of my teeth. And it sucks. It really does. I get tooth pain all the time, teeth pain, whatever. It's not because of drugs. I promise that. Yeah, I just didn't take care of my teeth as a kid. And if I'm ever wound up, I just have a hyper moment. I'm actually very social. Michael, social. I mean, the biggest thing that Michael probably would have is just drinking every now and then. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to vent right now. And I'm trying to, again, let y'all know why anger management is in my life. She had these petitions going around of why we don't need to have the animals and why she needs to. She said that we stole them from her. She's a very violent person, mentally, physically. I still pray for her, though. I try not to talk bad about her. But again, it's a natural instinct as a human being to sometimes talk that evil on somebody. But majority of the time, I just try to tell her friends, tell her family, just one day she'll come to. And I pray that she does. One day I hope that all of this hate that she has built up will just go away. One day she gets the help that she needs. One day she just realizes that it's not worth it. It's not worth the hate in your heart. It's just not worth it. Anyway, I appreciate y'all listening to me, and I mean, maybe this will get around to her, and if it does, I do still love you. I really hate that this is going on. And I hate that the hate has gotten so welled up in your heart. And I hope one day you can let it go. I am always here for you. But I have to let the snakes go out of my grass. So please get the help that you need. I love all y'all.